South Florida was riding high in 2021, the kind of high where the sun always shines and the future looks bright. Nearly 330,000 people packed their bags and headed down, chasing dreams of palm trees and endless summers. The state's population swelled past 22 million, and for a while it felt like the good times would never end. But then the tide turned. What started as a boom became a bust, and the housing market took a hit so hard it left everyone reeling. Prices that once climbed like they'd never stop suddenly stalled. Homes sat empty, deals fell through, and the dream of easy money vanished overnight. It was a reckoning, a harsh reminder that even paradise has its limits. When you look at the numbers, it's pretty staggering. Median sale prices in Miami-Dade shot up 17% in just 1 year, pushing close to $550,000. That kind of spike doesn't happen in a healthy market. It's a sign of something unsustainable. And sure enough, that bubble was just waiting to pop. People were paying way more than they could afford. Banks were handing out loans like candy, and everyone thought the good times would never end. But we all know how that story goes. When prices climb that fast, the fall is always right around the corner. It's not just the prices that are climbing, it's the skyline itself. In West Palm Beach, new construction is booming, with the average price tag soaring past $900,000. That's a jaw-dropping 40% jump from just 2 years ago. And with every new project breaking ground, the market just keeps heating up. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire, and right now, that fire is burning hotter than ever. When you look at the numbers, it's pretty striking. The average income for folks who've just moved to Palm Beach County? Over $150,000 a year. That's a lot of money. But here's the thing. It's more than double what longtime residents are making. Think about that for a second. The people who've been here for years, who've built the community, are earning way less than the newcomers. It really puts the disparity into perspective. You've got one group thriving while the other is just trying to keep up. And that gap? It's only getting wider. It wasn't that long ago that a typical mortgage payment in West Palm Beach was around $100 a month. That was back in 2021. But fast forward to today, and those same payments have shot up to over $2,200. That's right, doubled. And for a lot of homeowners, that kind of jump isn't just a pinch. It's a full-on squeeze. When your monthly bill suddenly takes up so much more of your paycheck, it changes everything. Groceries, savings, even just keeping the lights on, it all gets harder. And that pressure? It's not just on the budget. It's on the people trying to make it work. You've probably seen the headlines. 6 insurance companies in Florida alone have gone under since 2022. That's not just a number. It's 250,000 homeowners suddenly left without coverage, scrambling to find a new policy in a market that's already stretched thin. And it's not just Florida. Across the country, homeowners are feeling the squeeze as insurers pull back, raise rates, or simply call it quits. The question is, why is this happening now? And more importantly, what does it mean for you if your insurer is next? The state-run insurer of last resort, Citizens, stepped in when others stepped back. As private companies pulled out, Citizens absorbed the overflow, taking on policies no one else would touch. Now it covers over 1.3 million homes, making it a key player in a market that's seen better days. What started as a safety net has become a cornerstone, holding up a system that's been stretched thin. And with more storms on the horizon, its role isn't just important, it's essential. When Hurricane Andrew hit back in '92, it was a wake-up call for Florida. The damage was staggering. Whole neighborhoods flattened like they were made of paper. But here's the thing, we learned from it. Fast forward to 2002, and Florida rolled out a new building code, tougher than ever. And guess what? Homes built to that 2002 standard, they suffer 87% less wind damage than the ones built before Andrew. That's not just progress. That's a game changer. It means families are safer, homes are stronger, and when the next storm comes, we're ready. That's what happens when we take lessons from the past and build a better future. Fort Lauderdale, a city known for its sunny beaches and vibrant lifestyle, was facing an unexpected storm in the housing market. The numbers didn't lie. Back in July, over 1 in 5 home sales here didn't make it to closing. That's right, 21.3% of deals fell through, the highest rate anywhere in the country. It wasn't just a blip on the radar, it was a flashing red signal that something was seriously off. Buyers were getting cold feet. Financing was falling apart, or maybe the market was just too unpredictable. Whatever the reason, it was clear. Trouble was brewing in paradise. The Tri-County region is facing a crisis you can see just by driving through the neighborhoods. Nearly 41,000 homes now sit empty, waiting for buyers who just aren't showing up. That's a staggering 61% jump from last year, and it's not just a number. It's a sign of something deeper. Streets that used to buzz with activity now feel quiet, almost abandoned. For sale signs linger, fading in the sun, while families who once dreamed of moving in are stuck on the sidelines. The market stalled, and no one's quite sure when, or if, it'll bounce back. It's a tough reality, but it's the one we're living in right now. Understanding the market isn't just about knowing what's selling, it's about seeing the bigger picture. You've got to look at the trends, the shifts, and the little details that most people miss. Who's buying? Why are they buying? What's driving their decisions? These aren't just questions. They're the foundation of smart strategy. The market's always moving, and if you're not paying attention, you're falling behind. It's not enough to react. You've got to anticipate. That means digging into the data, spotting patterns, and asking the right questions. Because when you really get the dynamics, you're not just playing the game, you're shaping it. And here's the thing. The market doesn't care if you're ready. It's going to change with or without you. So you've got to stay sharp, stay curious, and stay ahead. Because in the end, the ones who win aren't just the ones with the best product. They're the ones who understand the market better than anyone else.